Hi guys, I wanted to put together another video describing what's going on leading up to the sleeve that I have scheduled next week. It's officially 1 week from today, so thumbs up. I know that after watching videos from a lot of people who have gone through this same surgery, I know that a lot of different doctors have people do a liquid diet for 1 week, and for whatever reason my doctor is pretty conservative, and so she had me on the liquid diet for 2 weeks. So I've now been on the all liquid diet for 1 week of the 2 weeks, and I wanted to give you kind of a synopsis of what life has been like for the last week. And so I had talked with people who had, well, first of all, let me go back. I think the last time I did a video, the first time I made a video, I was at about 246 pounds, but I had my birthday coming up, and so I did pretty well for a couple weeks, and then the weekend of my birthday, which happened to be also the last days leading up to the full amounts of food that I would ever eat, didn't go so well. So by the time I weighed myself the day after my birthday, which is the day that I started the liquid diet, I was up at 249 point something. I had gained a couple pounds back. And I guess I was okay with that and kind of expecting it. And I guess in my warped mind, it was my way of living a little bit just before I had to give some of this up. And I know it's flawed thinking, but that's where I'm at. So I gained a couple pounds back. And so I'll get to the weights in a little while. But in talking with people that had gone through this surgery or had gone through fasting or gone through anything like this, I had kind of been given an idea that the first couple days of the liquid only diet were going to be really tough, and then it would get easier, and that proved to be true for me. My dietitian, my nutritionist that I've been seeing as part of the program, for anybody who's not familiar with this, insurance companies make you go through jump through a lot of hoops in order for the insurance to cover it, and one of those is seeing a nutritionist. Patty, my nutritionist, actually gave me some really good advice that goes beyond the nutrition, but just life in general with the sleeve and eating slower and chewing things 20 to 30 times, not drinking with meals. So I actually did get a lot from meeting with the nutritionist, although I know what healthy food is, and I just usually tend not to eat it. So that's going to be something that I can hopefully stick with after I'm done with this. But it's true, the first couple days were really hard. I was starving and not very happy. And then it got better on day 3 through today. So I think today is 7 or 8. And now I feel good. But as some of you know, I have a family of 5. And so a big part of what we do is meals, and we eat dinner together every night. And so, and my wife works graveyard, so a lot of times I'm the one cooking dinners, or at least lately. But if you're watching, honey, I know you do a lot of cooking, so thank you. But that's been a little bit difficult, is watching them eat. And so I the first couple days I was just craving kind of junk food, and I would drive past our local fast food chains and say, oh, a big burrito from Blake sounds really good right now. I'm beyond that now. I'm not really craving that. I'm just craving food. Anything. We had stuffed bell peppers the other night for dinner, and they looked amazing. And I don't care what's in it. I just want to be able to chew something again. That's something that I miss and take for granted. So I'm looking forward to being done with the surgery and back on a diet so that I can start eating again. The first couple days I was actually a little bit depressed, because I was thinking, man, this is what life is going to be like after the sleeve, and this is not fun. This is just blah. But I had to quiet that thought, because it's not true, because I will still be able to eat. And the goal is to definitely use this as a tool and eat healthier foods, but I still will have the opportunity to eat. And so at this point, I'm just looking forward to that. Um, so like I said, I have 1 week to go, and my starting weight when I started the diet, the liquid diet was 249 point something, and this morning I think it was 236 point something. So I've lost just about 13 pounds in literally 1 week, and that's with very little exercise. Probably should be doing more exercise than I plan on it, but I've just been kind of taking it easy this last week. Um, but the weight loss has been tremendous. Most of that was within the first 2 days. I think I lost like 8 pounds in the first 2 days, which has been great. And I like the weight loss. And my wife and I joked that by the time the diet part of this was all done and the surgery actually came around, I wasn't going to need to lose any more weight because I was going to be at my goal weight, because it was just coming off so fast. That's obviously not true. I think, I don't know, something like 70 pounds to go to get to my ultimate goal weight, which I don't know that I've ever said before, but I've always thought anything under 200 would be great. But now, after talking with my doctor, I think I'd really prefer to be somewhere in the 170s. 180, 185 would also be good. But I mean, like I said, I think in my first video, I've never been below 200 as an adult. So I'm just looking forward to getting there. In fact, my wife and I were talking today and trying to figure out how much I weighed at our wedding. And I think I was around 220, maybe 230, don't really know. But I guess we've been married for almost 15 years now, and I'm almost back down to that weight. I'm not quite there, but getting closer. Like I said, I was 236 this morning, so I'm getting there. Overall, since I started this process back in June or July, no, July was the first time I met with Patty, my nutritionist. I weighed in at 260 even at her office, and then was at 236 this morning. So I calculated it. It's just over 23 pounds that I've lost in the last couple months, but 13 of those 23 pounds were in the last week. So obviously the liquid diet is having an effect, and I'm losing the weight, and that part is good. I'm excited to see where I'm going to be in this time next year. I hope to be at my goal weight, or at least close to it. And I'm excited about the rapid weight loss, but more importantly, I'm just excited about the whole process. I've been watching a lot of videos of people who have had the sleeve and or other weight loss surgeries, and been really impressed by the way that most people just have a really positive outlook on things. And even people, I saw a video today of a woman who regretted not the actual surgery, but the lifestyle she had lived up until the point that she had to have the surgery. And that completely resonated with me, because there's definitely some shame and guilt that goes along with making a decision like this. One of the things that I've heard several people ask me is, oh, by the way, most people have been extremely supportive, and I appreciate all the support, because I'm going to need it over the next few months. But one of the things that people have asked is, well, why don't you just lose the weight? And if that worked, I wouldn't be doing this. I've been yo-yo dieting my whole life, so I've lost weight, and I've gained weight, and I've lost weight, and I've gained weight. And so I finally came to a realization that I just need to take the power away from myself, because if left to my own vices, eventually I'll put the weight back on by overeating, and all it really takes for me is one meal. One meal of overeating and or eating junk food or whatever, and it completely undoes all the progress that I've made, because it's almost impossible for me to get going again after that point. So I'm really excited about the next week. I'm really excited about what's going to happen. I plan on posting some videos either in the hospital or directly after the hospital, something around that time. But I'm excited to show you guys what it entailed, what my life looks like, what my body looks like, maybe. I don't know about that. Not quite that bold yet. And just basically what everything is doing. I did ask my doctor if I could see my stomach, and she said I could. So when I wake up, hopefully my stomach will be there. She also said that I was the first person to ask that, which I thought was odd, but I'm excited to be the first person, and maybe it's kind of morbid and weird, but it's a big part of my body that's going to be gone, and it's kind of ruled a lot of my life over the last 35 years. And so I'm excited to see it and say my proper goodbyes. I don't know. It's kind of weird and probably not necessary, and I'd be okay if I didn't see it. But I'm excited to see it and maybe even snap a couple pictures. I think that's it for now, and I look forward to talking with you soon. See you later. Bye. Oh, I'd love to, but I can't turn off the camera. Okay. Now,